Is Ghosted an early candidate for a Razzie? Sure. Sure. But I like this film. It's a good kiki. It doesn't take itself serious. It doesn't beg for forgiveness of being silly and outlandish. And I like that. I had a really good time with this film. I think Chris Evans and Ana de Armas had really great chemistry. I think the reverse role of it all was really funny. And the cameos had me cackling. Now, this shtick has been used before, but I don't know. Every time it's just hilarious to me. And I had a good time with it. I understand that every film doesn't have to be serious or awards bait and that whole bit. There are times when we just want to decompress. We just want to relax in the nostalgia of a good throwback style movie. This is a replica, a clone of a 90s film. It reminded me a lot of True Lies. Now, granted, it's not that good, but True Lies happens to be my favorite James Cameron film. And I can see Ana de Armas being the Arnold Schwarzenegger character, and I can see Chris Evans being the Jamie Lee Curtis character in that reverse role. That's what it felt like to me. Again, it feels like a throwback, and it just feels comfortable. That's how I felt about this film. It's very familiar. It's absurd and comfortable in its absurdity. It does not make excuses for being ridiculous and over the top. And I liked that a lot. The jokes landed, and this is a very accessible film. It is not in the theaters. We didn't have to leave the house. It's on Apple TV Plus. Very accessible. I watched it twice. I had a really, really good time with this film. It's also a film that you can throw on and not totally have to pay attention to, because when the second time I threw it on, I was keeping myself busy but still paying attention to it. It's that kind of movie, if you get my drift. It's that kind of movie that could feel like white noise, something that I don't know about you, but sometimes I throw on old movies when I'm going to sleep because I don't have to watch the screen to know what's happening. And I think this can be that kind of movie years from now. You just throw it on because you've already seen it, you know what's going to happen, and you really don't have to pay attention to it. That's what I felt. I think this is great. I am glad this was a follow-up for Ana de Armas after her Oscar-nominated film, or performance rather, in Blonde. I hated that film. I will always hate that film until the very end. But I'm glad that she did something that's really fun and funny after that film that I actually hated last year. And Chris Evans, he's in on the joke, and I like that, and you can feel that about his performance. They're having fun, and there's nothing wrong with these kind of movies. At any rate, Ghosted is available on Apple TV Plus now.